What's going on, guys? Well, he really done it. The lounge is officially gone from the strike. So even if whatever Flex is trying, whatever he's doing, if that brings it back, that still proves that Roy and Reese, they knew what they were doing. And I want y'all to think about this. You've heard Roy sit there and cry that people can't keep his name out of their mouth. Like right now, he's like, oh, see, he's saying my name. Yeah, you dumb fuck, because you put yourself everywhere. Roy is the only person that I know of that goes every fucking place. Well, he's one, not the only one. There's some other ones. Ironically, Eli's very bad for that shit. Eli will put himself into everything. Then when someone mentions his name, he'll sit there and like, oh, I don't know why they're talking about me. Leave me alone. You're harassing me. Roy's the same way. And Roy's even got some of his dumbass, I don't know what the fuck you would call them. Well, it's only a couple of them. But they'll sit there, well, Roy's told you he doesn't like his name mentioned. Roy doesn't like his. I don't give a fuck what Roy likes. And Roy loves his name mentioned. Roy fucking loves it. Let me ask you this. All the shit Roy has done, this is by far the worst. This is something that will never be undone. It'll never be cool. He'll never get past this. So did he think by taking the lounge down, then sitting on a panel with Reese and Cherry and bragging about it, like, oh, it's Flex's fault? Do you think that's a good way, Roy, to get your name not mentioned? I think Roy's seen, like, hey, if I do this, at least people's going to be making videos talking about me. Same way he runs over to, like, he sees Tammy's there. He's like, oh, 60 people. Let me go there and see what I can do. Anywhere he can fucking think he can gain any kind of little traction. But you fucked that up, Roy. You done something. You want to be into drama. And, ironically, you can go back on Roy's first ever fucking video. First ever. And he's bitching. He's literally talking about other YouTube channels. He's starting his channel because all the other YouTube channels are, bullshit. They're like, they are employees for, crazy shit. This is the guy, who don't like drama. He likes to stay out of it. But again, Roy, you done a fucking stupid thing, and you're saying it's Flex's fault. You're like, I warned him 3 months before that. For one, like I said, I never heard you say anything except like you would get mad and say it, but then the next day you'd be up on the lounge saying you didn't care. You didn't care. You didn't care. But again, you never sent, you can go back for a year or more, and every time Roy gets mad, if Flex was playing his stuff, because Roy's played Flex's, but what I'm saying is, Roy would, if he was mad, he'd be like, oh, you didn't ask for permission, but then, like I said, the next day, he's kissing ass. He's right back on the lounge, like, oh, it's no big deal. Like the pictures thing, he acted like he hated it so bad, but then he's back laughing about it, laughing with it. But Roy, he was like, I warned him. But why didn't you do like a normal fucking human being? You could have sent that, whatever the fuck that warning thing is, where it says, hey, take my content down or I'm going to strike your ass. Then, do you not understand if Flex would have seen that, or anybody, as soon as anybody would have heard that, they'd be like, fuck Roy then. Nobody would have played your shit, because, like, again, you like that. The problem with this time is, you done shit so bad and so terrible, and you said such stupid bullshit, that you was embarrassed for people to say to hear you say your very own words. You're the one saying that shit. It ain't like Flex made it up, edited, shit out. The video was edited. It was a 25 minutes of a 3-hour video of you saying the same shit over and over. But he didn't edit anything out to make it look, it was exactly what your words. Again, if you put shit on YouTube, it's a public platform. And like right now, the shit I'm saying about him, if someone plays this to him, and he plays, I don't give a fuck. I want him to hear what I'm saying. You're a prick, Roy. The shit you done, the shit you do, you're out there. That's like fucking Cherry. Jesus Christ. He has harassed Heidi and G. He's fucked with G for a while. Then when Heidi just tried to literally broke her fucking piece, he went at her. Then he puts out a thing today saying, what was it? Goddamn, he's a professional victim. Him and Roy, and Reese, they all deserve each other. That's like, Cherry's putting that shit out there. That, oh, just leave me alone. I don't want this. Like talking about his family, like Karen. No one gives a fuck. Cherry's fucked with everybody's family. He does it through other people. He laughs and gives them attaboys, and they do it for him. I have no idea why he's a fucking loser. I do not understand how Cherry has a hold on anybody. Why? What the fuck is he going to do? Not a goddamn thing. He's going to run and cry. He says he's leaving. Think about it. Even in that post he made, he said something like, you want me to leave YouTube, and I'm trying to leave YouTube, but you keep saying stuff to bring me back. Well, if you leave YouTube, that means, you know, according to you, you don't talk to you know, you said your YouTube and your real life are separate. You're separate people. So how do you even fucking know people's talking about you or saying shit about you if you're not on fucking YouTube? And don't say, well, people's telling me, because according to people that say they talk to you, oh, we don't talk YouTube. We don't talk YouTube. So how do you know any of that, Cherry, unless you're on YouTube seeing it? And she's not talking about you. It's sad that Heidi's got to keep going around and defending her and G. And G, you know, he's doing it too. But I mean, G's literally tried to tell you forever, stop it, leave him alone, stop, leave him alone. Heidi tried to get you to stop the bullshit. But now they got to go around. Now Heidi's got to go around and talk about shit from years ago, because when Reese was bringing it up, calling her like a fucking, he's calling her like she's this terrible woman. She done all this shit, which she never even done. But she's got to go around now and fucking defend herself, you know, so people don't think she's this terrible person, which everybody knows her, knows better. But I'm just saying, and everybody from that time period remembers it, because you got a lot of people saying, no, everything Reese is saying is bullshit. But Cherry's kissing Reese's ass. He's up there with it. That's like Reese. I mean, Reese has got to be the stupidest fucking person on earth. Think about that. Reese is sitting there saying that, again, he puts up that fucking link to that video again. And when we say that, no one's saying you uploaded the video, Reese. No one's saying you know, put the video up. You shared the video, just as you did 2 days ago. You share that video. So if people go to your page, now extra people that didn't even know about the other community is seeing that video. That's what we're talking about, and you double down on it. Then you will bring up stuff about you, and like, I dare people. No, why in the fuck would anybody? No one gives a fuck, Reese. No one has ever brought any of that shit up. No one's ever went at you like that. But you will go at them and use the excuse of, oh, you better not. But see, you go ahead and preemptively, like Tammy. Think about that. That was one of the worst days of her life. You know that. You guys have talked about it. You've been on a panel before, Reese, with her, and apologized and said you didn't know what was in the video. It was wrong. You had no idea what that video was about. And see what I'm saying this right now, I guarantee if Reese hears, he's like, yeah, I didn't know nothing. But Reese, you do now. You knew now, because you knew what everybody has told you what's in the video. So you put it up again. You shared the video again. And even if you say, I didn't put it up, the original people, it's up there. Why didn't they say there? You know, you're the one that keeps putting it up. You're the one that is bringing it to more people. You're doing it, Reese. And like I said, Cherry, he's in on every bit of that shit. Go to Hector's channel, listen to Cherry, wind him up about that. Like, oh my God. Cherry, you stupid. I mean, anybody. Now, some people might not know this, but when Cherry said he had no idea about Dylan, he's a lying motherfucker. Go back months ago on Hector's channel and listen what he said about the, short, that's all I want to say. He said something about short bus people, and he's just being a dick, because, you know, everybody that knows Dylan and Jenny, they know what the people they are. They're damn good people. But Cherry knows too, because he said terrible shit for months about him. Then again, you got Reese. You know, Hector, put them down. Again, I guarantee you, Cherry's the one told him, like, no, you know, you see what Cherry's doing. He's trying to come out like he's always done. He's always done that. I would tell you again to go back and look on his page, you know, or his channel to see all the shit he does, but he takes it all down. He does that shit, takes it down, people forgets, he comes back, does the same fucking shit. He's been doing it for years, every few months. He averages about 2.5 to 3 months every time he comes back. This time he's got, what, about 3.5, 4 months out of this one. And when it starts blowing up and he finally goes too far and he does a lot of stupid shit, he goes out like the victim, makes everybody try to feel bad for him. And I don't give a fuck, but no one's feeling bad about him and knows him. His apologies don't mean a goddamn thing. He's done it a million times, and that's like Jenny. I mean, the shit he said about her time and time again, the shit he said about all these people, he's not just like, oh, I didn't know about that. Even the way he wrote that. And I'm 100% aware he fucking knew what he was doing. Anybody that knows him knows he knew, and he done it before. He done it months ago about Jenny and about Dylan. He sat there and, some of the shit he said about Dylan was fucking ridiculous, even just months ago. So bad that, like I said, Dylan would stop coming around for a while, and that's what Cherry was trying to do. He's trying to run people off. See, when they try to take Flex down, when I say they, it is they. It's 100% they. It's Cherry's the main one. He's the one that came back over a month ago and put up shorts, and I got all that shit. Him saying that he's taking down the lounge is gone, he's taking Flex off of YouTube. So then, like I said, you got, they tried to take Red off, that didn't work. They did it to Flex, they done that one, which hopefully, he gets the channel back. But I don't know, like, once it's deleted, I mean, you really should have fought this before they deleted the channel. Now it's going to be even rougher. I mean, but like I said, I looked up the fair use thing. You ain't got to do commentary. You just got to alter it from the original content and make it your own. So when you change shit around, as long as you're not like harassing and bullying, then they can't even flag you for that. But if you're playing their own exact words, like if you're playing like what Roy said, what Reese said, I mean, that's not bullying them. They said it. They done it. I mean, they got it up on their channel. So how could you bully them on their own fucking words? If they said it and talking to it, they're bullying people, and they get caught doing it, and they're embarrassed by it. Again, Roy sat there the other day and said that he don't take, I don't take all, you can go back on my, and Roy, are you that fucking stupid? Well, you are. But I mean, to think people don't, dude, you've privated 3 streams in one day. You've done, like that day you went nuts and was yelling and cussing and shit. You privated 2 within, 2 hours? But everybody knows. And again, you can't say you didn't private them. We got them. We got the ones you privated. So they're not there, but we have them. So how did we get those? Did we I don't know. It amazes me. And in the chat, you've seen everybody me, but Roy was so confident. You can go back on my channel. I don't private anything. All my videos are there. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're the worst of anybody to do that shit. You and Cherry have that. You got a lot in common, but you got that in common. Cherry will do some of the most vile shit, put it up just for a few, and get it off there real quick. Then, in his mind, he thinks because he deletes it, you couldn't flag it and stuff. But you can still do that. I mean, YouTube tells you that. It doesn't matter if you delete it. If someone's got it, you've done it. I mean, why do you think, Cherry blames everybody for his monetization getting took. I have no idea anybody who's flagged or, I've never gave nobody a strike, ever, for anything. Ever. I mean, if I say shit on YouTube, I expect, you motherfucker, see what you're doing here? You're going to you're going to a church to make me feel real bad. All right, motherfucker, you go. Hey, say a prayer for Cherry while you're in there. No, or whatever, what kind of religion is that? I don't know. Do about 10 Hail Marys for him or something. He needs something. I bet you if Cherry got holy water on him, it would fucking burn him. Allegedly. Probably would, though. I'm just saying. This shit right here, the people who try to act innocent afterward, and like Roy again saying, oh, it's Flex's fault the lounge is down. He's got to take accountability. And sadly, Flex did. I mean, he did right off the bat. He said, no, it's my fault. I didn't do commentary. But again, I looked at, you ain't got to do commentary. You did. But, and if Flex, that's even like last night. If somebody would say something kind of negative about Roy, he'd be like, oh, no, don't do that, because they're going to think this. But see, that's the thing, Flex, they're already thinking it anyway. They're already doing it. I know, that's the thing. That's the person Flex is. He will let people, he gives them too many chances. And that's why, that's who Flex is. That's why everybody likes him the way they do, because he's a good person. But sometimes being a good person like that, well, obviously, it fucks you. Because, again, think about all this shit that Roy, Cherry, and Reese has done to Flex. He does it back on a very, 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 very small percentage. Reese, again, tags people daily. And Reese wants to talk about bullying, but again, Reese is like everybody's bothering him, but he tags everybody 10 times a day. But anyway, Flex does it back just a little bit, and he gets his channel taken down. Now, at any time, tons of times, Flex could have flagged channels. He had it, he could have done it, but he didn't do it. And again, when people said something about Roy, he's more or less like, oh, no, don't say that. He'll blame me. He'll blame me. And because Flex he's taking the high road again. He's still, even though Roy fucked him in the ass, or attempted to fuck. I don't know if Roy could even fuck. Dude, since I heard about them streams, I still ain't looked that up yet. I mean, I don't get that, man. If you stick that many beads up your ass at one time, where do they go? See, I was thinking like marbles. You know what I'm saying? Like a marble or something. But, if they're on a string, I got so many questions, but I don't even care. I hope the beads break off in your ass, Roy. I really do. I hope when you shit, it sounds like you're shitting BBs out your ass for the rest of your life. Putting strings and beads up. I mean, goddamn, it's hard to tell them if they x-rayed you, man, goddamn. That's a whole fucking, that's one of those monsters inside me. They'd be fucking, I ain't showing that shit on fucking, what was it, Animal Planet that came out? I don't know, History Channel? Fuck, I don't know. But anyway, but Flex, I'm telling you, dude, I know it's not in you, because that's what I'm saying. You're a good dude. That's why everybody likes you. That's why you're the person you are, because you do this shit the way you do it. But when you're dealing with people like Cherry, Reese, Roy, Hector's a bitch. But anyway, when you're dealing with people like that, you can't keep, I know that sounds bad. I mean, you ain't got to get down to their level, but you can't keep letting them do it. Because again, why would Roy, why would Cherry, why would Reese, why would anybody stop doing anything? Why would they stop doing it? Because, you know, you've heard people tell Roy that, oh yeah, it's all right. They go over there and they say, if somebody chats in Roy's thing right now, openly chats, this ain't, when I say all this ain't me, you know, this ain't got nothing to do with the Lounge or Flex, Thunder. This is all me. If anybody fucking chats in Roy's, you're telling Roy what he did to Flex was okay. Because, you know, you got a lot of people over there. Like, I'll bring up Jackie. The other day, she was talking about somebody on her YouTube channel. I don't fucking know. Nobody fucked with her YouTube channel that I know of. I mean, 100%. I mean, I don't know why they... I mean, that's the thing, though. That she sits and talks more shit than anybody in that chat. Then when something she says, she's like, oh, I don't know why they're doing that. Or, I don't know. Oh, my God. What do you think's going to happen? You keep fucking around with people, Jackie. At a certain point, you're going to fuck with somebody that's going to do shit back to you. You can't be involved in the drama, talk shit all the time, then expect the shit happening to other people not to happen to you. If you put yourself in it, like right now, again, if somebody played this, if somebody made a video talking shit about me, I gotta expect it. I'm talking shit about them, but I ain't even talking shit. I'm speaking facts. And again, you know, people always say half-truths, lies. I've not said not one fucking lie. Everything I've said, I can show you. I can prove it. Everything they're saying is bullshit. Cherry's saying that he's like, oh, this innocent guy. Everybody knows that's bullshit. Everybody that's ever known him knows. Cherry does this every few months. You know that window? See them little spots? I don't know if y'all can see them. I tried to clean it. I was behind a truck earlier. See, every time I do that, I think about Bobby. I can hear Bobby like, damn, why don't you clean your windshield, man, and fix your sound? Fuck you, Bobby. That's a preemptive fuck you, because I know you're going to bitch about the dirty windshield. Even if you don't top it, you're bitching in your mind. When you see that right now, you're like, why didn't he clean his windshield? I blame Bobby for everything, really. I'm only kidding, Bobs. Hey, actually, I'm going to say something. This ain't going to be a popular opinion. Because, see, if you look at it, Bobby's got people on both sides kind of mad at him. And the reason was, Bobby was going to both sides. But, you know, you got to give Bobby this. Bobby, when it comes down to something that gets really bad, when it, you know what I'm saying, when shit gets ridiculous, Bobby's always he's always came on the right side of shit. Now, him going over there and, like, being, you know, like on Cherry, like on, you know, Hector's channel and Cherry saying all that, which Bobby himself admitted to that, you know, that he sees what people saying now, because that's the thing. If you're there when they're doing it, that makes you, you know, that's telling them it's okay. See, that's what I'm saying about guilt by association. I heard Roy say something like people agreed, you know, guilt by association. There's a huge difference in that. If you let somebody up on your panel and they just say something you don't know, and you know, whatever, or if they got something against somebody, you know, they're like, hey, I don't like that person, but I ain't going to say nothing to respect your channel because I know you're friends with them. That's different. But when they get up there and they start saying the most vile shit, wishing death on people, and you sit there and laugh with them, that's definitely guilt by association. I ain't talking about you, Bobby. I'm talking about, well, that's Roy. Roy's let them all up there. He's let them on his channel, fucking laughed his ass off. Look at the shit he said about Christine the other day. Terrible shit. Red's got that up. Go check it out. They ran her off the internet. They bullied her right off the fucking internet. I mean, sad. And Roy's talking about like everybody else. Hey, Roy, she was co-hosting your channel. You and her was doing shows together. You was everything until people started saying shit, and you didn't think that was her or whatever. But before that, man, she was the literal co-host. She was thanking people for super chatting you. And it was like your guys' show together. You said it. Like, you know, she was your co-host. Crazy, man. Then because she, you know, didn't look the way you thought. Now she's what'd you call her? A fucking whatever? I don't know. But again, this Bobby, I'm coming back to it. It wasn't a squirrel moment. It was a weave. But I'm just saying Bobby has... Now, I understand Red's thing because Bobby... See, that's the thing. Bobby went... You know, like, he was calling, like, Red some names, right? And Bobby caught himself. And he did apologize for it, but he gave a blanket apology. That's the same thing with, like, Cherry's doing that about Jenny. He's never went to Jenny or Dylan and said, hey man, sorry about that, Miss Jenny, sorry what I done to you. And Bobby, that's what kind of Red said. Think about it. You done that. You said that about Red, but you didn't apologize to Red. And I know you and Red's got, you know, things, but that's the thing. You know, if Red, especially weeks ago, Bobby, you know this. Weeks ago, if Red went to any channel that you was on and Cherry was on, they called her the most vile names ever. And sometimes you would add in on that because, you know, you were mad. You would see her say shit about you because, again, she would hear you, so it went back and forth. But you guys, you guys used to be kind of friends. You ain't got to be buddies, just coexist. I mean, see, both of you guys, you know, you guys are, you know, when we say sides, Red and Bobby are still on those sides that they don't do vile shit to people. You know, they're still, like, I get, you know, on our side of things. Now, Bobby did hang out with the fucking enemy. You know, you ever seen that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy, Bobby? You didn't sleep with him, but you did go on a picnic and fuck him. Allegedly. Allegedly, Bobby. I'm just saying, if you didn't fuck him, it's your business. I don't know. Or if you did fuck him, it's your business. I ain't judging you, Bobby. You fuck who you want to. Why was you doing with the goddamn blanket in Louisiana in the summertime? It was 100 degrees outside, 70 times. You're like, and why was... I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know, Cherry. You got all that fucking living room. You got to go sit behind, right beside Bobby. Man, these last few days, man, on YouTube, I learned like all that shit. And I learned that beads have fucking strings like Christmas lights. That's what I'm picturing. Hey, Roy, there you go, man. You could wait till like January, mid-January, when they go to them Christmas lights sale. Or fuck, or did they have those like the things you put on your tree, the little bulbs, the little balls? Can you buy them with rope? You could buy your own rope. I'm sure you do it DIY, do it yourself. There you go. You could drill little holes in it. Do it. I don't know. They are glass though, so I don't know. Which, knowing you would like that. You probably like it if it busted. I don't know. Again, no, but I'm saying, I think Bobby and Red could, if they ever like, they could at least coexist. Because what I'm saying is, when it comes down to like very dirty shit, Bobby, again, Bobby, you do. But you admit it, you literally said that. Like you said, if people's on a panel and they're like saying vile shit and you're up there, you support the channel, you know, you could see how people would take that. And that's the thing, a lot of people don't see that. That's, I mean, a lot of people's got that. You know, some people, you'll hear them arguing, and you'll kind of think like, you know, oh, that's no big deal. But if you take yourself and put yourself in that place, right? See, Cherry has told Bobby that Red has said all this stuff, and, you know, it goes both ways. You know, they was telling Red that Bobby was saying shit, you know, a long time ago. And Cherry, you know, anytime you say Cherry told me or I heard it from, that ought to, the first thing in your mind should be like, oh, okay, fuck that, and discount everything. And Roy's in that same, well, Roy's always been there. Roy's always been full of shit. Roy's always been the person that, oh, they can't keep my name out of their mouth, but he puts himself fucking everywhere. Everywhere. You got to remember again now, Roy's the guy who would go on Pedro's panel, get up there, yell and go on and talk shit about gig workers. Then when Pedro mentioned him back to call out that, like, yeah, Roy, you're always, you know, you're a drama channel. You're about the drama, Roy, just admit it. Roy cried saying Pedro was costing him subs. Again, Roy, if you put yourself in shit and you bring yourself and make yourself part of the fucking equation, people's going to bring up your name, buddy. They're going to talk about you because you have it coming. You put yourself there. I don't know. Same thing with Cherry, but Cherry don't only put himself there. Fucking Cherry. I don't know what, I don't know that guy. I mean, Jackie, this is a good question for you because you're like Cherry's only, like, I guess, real, or you got that fucking Clark, that weirdo too, but them two. How do you feel though when you see them post Cherry makes on his page about, like, you know, he's being like, oh, I don't want no drama. You guys have known him for years. You guys have heard him sit there and call people terrible names, threaten lives, wishing death upon people, gay jokes, racist shit. You've seen all that, Jackie, and it's like, oh, he's a character. Yeah, but every time his character goes too far and fucks shit up in real life like he always does, it's only a character if it happens on the movies. That's like, I even seen Cherry up on there, like when he was on Tammy's. And Tammy told him, it's like, it's a little different, you know, if you say you're a character, but when you're out here doing world, you know, no one came to watch your movie, Cherry. If Jenny and Dylan, they didn't ask you to, you know, participate in your play. So the shit you're doing to them was trying to have real life effects. So that's not a character. But again, you know, when Cherry does shit, he gets that little pass. But when anybody else does anything, oh my God, they're doing this. But see, that's what I'm saying, Jackie. When you read that, Jackie, when you see what he's saying, you've seen it with your own eyes. You know Cherry's full of shit. Like I said, I could hear Cherry after the thing the other day. You know Cherry was on the phone laughing, talking about how smart he was, how he did. Yeah, I've heard him do it. I've heard him do it. Cherry's a fucking dick. I mean, he's a complete fucking dick. Roy, you're right there with him. But again, Roy, taking down the lounge and saying, why do they say my name? Why is my name being said? You think that's going to help when you took down the one place that all of us on both sides have been to, you know, a time or two? I mean, everybody, even the people who don't go there often, they've been on the lounge at least a couple times. People that don't even know that much about it, they've been there. In the gig community, people's been there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a channel that everybody knew every day it was going to be on. And, you know, you might say, well, he's got another one. You tuck him down. Even if he gets it back, it doesn't matter now because you didn't give a fuck. You let it happen. You let the channel get taken down. Even if now, if whatever he does works, you can't say, like, oh, I retract it, because I Googled that last night to make sure. Y'all can Google that. Once that goes down, and you know, there is nothing doing that now. I mean, they could go through YouTube, but they would have to be legal, and Roy ain't gonna do none of that shit. So, I mean, Roy, that's the worst fucking thing you've ever done. That's even worse than the string beans. String beans. You ever tried green beans? No, don't do that, Roy. Don't do that. Organic. You could have an organic. Maybe that make you healthy. That's like vitamins or something. Stick green beans up your ass and see if that makes you, I don't know. The Jolly Green Giant. There you go. Oh, fuck. I'll never see that guy the same again. That's what I think's happened. I think some of them beads has broke off in his ass, and he's very irritable. He's mad right now. And again, no one can say anything because Roy told me about the beads. He told me about the hidden testicle. He laughed and made jokes about it. So anybody that knows me for any time at all, do you think it's a good idea to tell me something like that, then joke about it yourself? Do you really think I'm not going to fucking say something? Yeah, no, it's going to happen. Now, if it was something he was embarrassed about, like if he's like, oh, no, don't talk about that, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I would never. Matter of fact, if you go back a long time ago, I literally, when I made the first, couple bead jokes about him, I literally said, because he came out crying about that. Think about it. He made videos about us talking shit. But he's like, oh, you're talking about the beads. Oh, my God, you can't go. That's all Roy talks about is weird shit like that. That's all he ever talks about. But when I done it, when I heard him bitching about it, I literally said, I'll take those videos. I said, Roy, if you want me to, I'll take them down. You want me to take them? And he wouldn't even, because he wanted that attention. He liked it. He likes when people talks about it because it gives him something to bitch about. And he can say he's relevant. But Roy, your relevancy is over. You fucked everything up. This ain't a short video. Fuck, I'm sorry. I lied to y'all at the first of this. Anybody last this long? I bet you Roy did. I bet you Roy's still here. Because I say his name. All I gotta do is say his name every 20 seconds. He ain't going nowhere. But Roy, you can go fuck yourself. Cherry, go fuck yourself. See you in a couple days. You ain't going nowhere. Fuck, you're everywhere. Bobby, I'll clean the windshield. Shut the fuck up. Nothing's wrong with my sound. I mean, there might be. Fuck, I don't know. I was going to say I was going to leave a bunch of times. Like, okay, I'm going, then cock again. Because Jay loves it when I do that. Jay loves when I say I'm leaving, I don't leave. How you doing, Jay? You doing all right? All right. Roy, go fuck yourself. Cherry, go fuck yourself. Hector, I don't know what the fuck to say about you anymore. Rest y'all have a good one.